So come to a comfortable seat, scoot your butt way back in your chair, take a second, get yourself all comfy and cozy. And then if it feels good to do so, close your eyes down or just soften your gaze. Maybe just let your eyes focus on a point on the floor, but just give your body a moment. Give it a little time to settle in. Take a moment right away to just notice your clothes and just make sure everything is adjusted so everything feels like it's comfortable, no pinching, no pulling, nothing out of place. And then once you feel like things have kind of settled in, just take a moment to invite some softness in. Soften your legs, soften your feet, soften your belly and your back, soften your shoulders and your chest, your arms and your hands. And then as you find that softer position of the body, if there's any part of your body that's taking just a little bit longer to find its way to that softness, take a moment to notice, acknowledge that place, and then maybe you address that place or give that place a little bit of extra tender loving care throughout your practice. And as you give your body a moment or two more just to find that soft settling in, allowing a little time to let go, maybe you start to notice the physical action of breath in your body. So, a natural rhythm of breath, you don't need to force or change the breath, but just start to notice the inhalation, notice your exhalation, and notice that movement of breath within your body. And as you're noticing the physical action of breath in your body, notice if you have a tendency to notice the front of the body through your breath more predominantly. So if you're noticing mostly the breath in your chest, in your collarbones, in your belly, now can you think of your breath as a four-part front, back, side to side? And so maybe tune in and notice that full 4D breath. Take a nice, generous inhalation. Notice the breath in the front and the back of the body and in both sides of your body. So you might feel breath in the sides of your ribs, your back of your ribs, and your shoulder blades, and maybe up into your shoulders as well. And you might even feel a little breath in your armpits. Take one more moment here, just tuning in and noticing your breath. And then before we move away from this place, take a moment to set an intention to honor your mind and your body throughout your practice, never doing anything in your practice that would cause your body pain, and treating yourself with love, care, and respect. Great. And then with that intention set, keeping your eyes closed if you can, we're just going to bring our awareness right down to our toes. So keeping the pads of your feet flat on the ground, as you inhale, just lift your toes away from the floor. It can be soft or it can be energetic, just whatever feels right to you. And then as you exhale, just let your toes relax back down to the ground. Inhale and let your toes lift up. Exhale, let your toes soften down. On this next one, as you lift your toes, can you tune in and notice the bottom of your foot? Inhale, lift your toes, but feel the bottom of your foot. Exhale, relax your toes back down. And now we're going to lift the toes and the balls of the feet. And it can be soft or energetic, just whatever feels right to you. Inhale, lift the toes, lift the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower the toes and the balls of the feet back down. As you inhale and lift the toes and the balls of the feet, notice the front of your shins. Exhale and soften back down. And do that one more time. Inhale, lift your toes and the balls of the feet. Exhale and soften them down. And now we're going to lift the spine up. So we're going to lift our back away from the chair, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Scoot your butt forward in your chair just so that you're finding a little bit more of a centered position in your seat. And then step your feet in so that they're about hip width distance apart with your feet a little bit more solid on the ground. From here, just placing your palms onto your thighs. We're going to push our palms into our thighs, just a gentle bit of pressure. And again, we want to keep our eyes closed if we can so that we tune into what our body feels like rather than what the body looks like. As you press your palms into your hands, you're going to lift the heels. Inhale, lift your heels up away from the floor, but keep pressing your palms into your thighs. Exhale, keep pressing the palms into the thighs, but control your heels as you lower them back down to the ground. Keep pressing your palms into your thighs. Inhale, lift your heels up. Keep pressing your palms in, lower your heels with control. One more just like that. Inhale, lift your heels up. Keep pressing your palms into your thighs. Keep pressing the palms in, lower your heels down. And now relax that palm pressed position. Give your shoulders a little shimmy shake. And then keeping your hands in a nice restful position. Eyes closed if it feels available. Inhale and lift your chin up to the sky. Exhale and tuck your chin down to your chest. Inhale and lift your chin up. Exhale and tuck your chin down. One more just like that, mostly trying to find this movement coming out of the head and the neck. Inhale, lift your chin up. Exhale to tuck your chin down. And now from here, open your eyes if it feels right to do so. We're going to lift the chin and just a little lift of the chest as we squeeze the shoulder blades together. So not the big arch of the back, but think about lifting your chin and allowing the collarbones to open. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin down to your chest and just imagine that you're gently hugging your shoulders slightly in towards each other. Inhale, lift your chin, draw the shoulders back just slightly so you feel your collarbones open. Exhale, tuck your chin down and just squeeze your shoulders in towards each other. And do that one more time. Inhale, lift your chin, open through the collarbones. Exhale, tuck your chin down, hug your shoulders in towards each other, and then find that neutral position with the spine. So shoulders lift up, head in a nice neutral position. Nice. And now we're going to take a few gentle turns of the head side to side, just at a rhythm that feels good to you. As you turn your head side to side, just notice if you've picked up any tension in your jaw, your cheekbones, or your temples. See if you can just kind of soften that up just a little bit. Allow your head to move at a nice, gentle rhythm. Awesome. Take one more turn of your head side to side, and then bring it back to center. Slide your hands forward, catch your knees, and now we're going to move into our seated cat-cow. As you inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, arch your back. As you exhale, round your back, round your shoulders, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you round. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to a neutral spine. Feel your sits bones nice and evenly weighted in your chair, and then drop your hands down. We're going to bring a little action, like you're pushing your fingertips down towards the ground. So you're going to create a little bit of length in the arms, drawing the shoulders down just a little bit, and then relax. And then do that again. Reach your fingers down, and then relax. And then do that one more time. Reach your fingers down, And then in that slightly more relaxed position, so come halfway between engaged and slightly relaxed. Now we're going to start to lean to one side. So we want to feel the oblique muscles or those side body muscles just fire on and then pull it back up and then take it over to the other side. So think of this as kind of a strengthening maneuver rather than a stretch. So we're going to keep those muscles active and engaged. Reach down to one side, almost as if you're trying to pick something up off the floor. Come back to center, reach over to the other side, and then come back to center, but strong through your center, controlled as you reach down and controlled as you come up. Beautiful. One more time each side with that stronger position. And then the next time you come to that neutral place, left hand's going to find the chair, right hand's going to reach up. A nice gentle side bend. So just to the point where you feel a little opening or stretch through the side body and the ribs, take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. And now we're going to take that top hand round and reach forward like you're reaching for something across the room. And then pull that thumb back. Pull it back, look up towards the sky. Round and reach forward like you're reaching for something across the room. Pull that thumb back and gaze up towards the ceiling. One more just like that. Round and reach forward. Pull that thumb back, gaze up towards the sky, and then we're going to release the right hand down, find the side of your chair, left hand reaches up, take a side bend just to the point where you feel a little opening through the side ribs. And then once you found that little opening, take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. And now take that top hand, round and reach forward like you're reaching for something across the room. Beautiful. Pull that top thumb back, gaze up towards the ceiling. Round and reach forward. Pull the top thumb back and look up. Wonderful. Just one more like that. Reach forward. Pull that top thumb back, gaze up towards the sky, and then lift up to a neutral position. Hands are going to rest on the thighs. Roll your shoulders around, down, and back. Take 2 more rolls going backwards. And then we're going to take 3 of those rolls going in the other direction. So we roll the shoulders back, up to the ears, and forward, and then 2 more times in that direction. Beautiful. And then find your shoulders in a nice neutral position. Fingertips are going to find those shoulders. And then we're going to draw our elbows in circles. Take 1 more circle around, and then reverse directions, go the other way. Cool. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands in front of the face, interlace the fingers here. So we're going to try to keep the palms and the elbows and forearms together. And we're going to draw our wrists in circles. Circle in one direction. Circle the other way. Nice. And then release the interlace of the fingers, but keep the palms, the elbows, and forearms together. Inhale, lift the fingertips up slightly. Keep a neutral spine, though, if you can. Keep the belly pulling in. Exhale and pull the elbows down just slightly. Inhale, lift the fingertips up. Everything else stays as neutral as it can. Exhale, pull the elbows down just slightly. One more just like that. Inhale, lift the fingertips up. Exhale to lower down. Release your elbows, forearms, come to your mountain pose. Anchor into your feet, lift up through the crown of your head. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands down at your sides. 2 more just like that. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands down at your side. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands down at your sides. And then we'll go a little bit further. Inhale, arms up, look up. As you exhale, lift your heart and fold forward. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. We're going to roll up through the spine. So pull the abdominal muscles in, pull the ribs back, round the back, roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. We're going to do that again 2 more times. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, soften back down, pull the abdominal muscles in, pull the ribs back, round and roll up, roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. One last time here. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, soften down, pull the abdominal muscles in, roll on up, roll the shoulders up to the ears, around, down, and back. And now we're going to toe heel the feet out just a little bit wider, just so we have a little bit of extra leverage. Now we're going to reach the right hand across towards that left knee or the outside of the left thigh, and then draw the shoulder back. Think about rotating your heart forward. Once you've got all that going on, now we're going to turn the head, look over that shoulder, take a nice big breath, and then turn your head the other way, look over your other shoulder, but try to keep everything else exactly where it is. Take a nice big breath. Nice. Bring your head to a neutral position, release that hand, keep everything else as it is. We're going to reach across, grab hold of the outside of the knee or the thigh, and then think about pulling that shoulder back slightly. So we want to see if we can start to gravitate the heart forward position. Once you've got that going on, turn your head, look over your shoulder, take a nice big breath. Release and turn your head, look over the other shoulder, take a nice big breath. Head comes back to a neutral position, release your hand, and now toe heel your feet out even a little bit wider. Once you've got that wider position, hip hinge. So think hip hinge. We're going to take our torso in some circles. Keep it small and mindful to start. So we want to feel in. If there's anything funky going on, low back, smaller is the best way to go. But if it's feeling okay to increase the range of motion, we want to move from that hip hinge. So we're keeping that nice long spine and ribs are staying connected. Beautiful. One more circle around in this direction, and then we're going to go the other way. So you might choose to start small because one direction might feel different than the other. And then once you feel like you've got that motion pattern down and it's safe to do so, you'll start to increase that range of motion. Lovely. One more circle around. And then as you come back to center, left elbow is going to lift and reach towards the left knee. We're going to think about lifting the ribs away from the thigh. So think about active, strong, and engaged, lifting upward sensation, and then take that top hand as those ribs lift. Keep thinking about those ribs lifting. Don't worry so much about what the hand is doing, but find that upward lifting position. Take one more breath. Lift up away from that thigh and take it right over to the other side. Elbow to the knee, think ribs lifting up and away, top hand reaches up. So you get that side bend, but most of what we want to find here is that rib lifting away from the thigh. Beautiful. When you're ready, lift up nice and slow and controlled, toe heel your feet back in, find your seated mountain pose, anchor into your feet, lift up through the top of your head. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale to soften down, right hand over to the left shin or knee, left hand reaches up to the sky. Release that hand down. We're going to slide up that shin, pull the knee up towards the chest, give a light little squeeze. And then right away, release that foot to the ground, find your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, soften down, left hand over to the right shin or knee, right hand reaches up. Beautiful. Bring that hand down, slide up the shin, bring the knee to the chest, give a light little squeeze, and then release back to your mountain pose. Awesome. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, soften down, right hand to the left shin or knee, left hand reaches up. Release that hand down, slide up the shin, bring the knee to the chest, bring the nose to the knee, get a little rounding in your back. Awesome. And then release back to your mountain pose. One more time to the other side. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, soften down. Left hand over to the right shin, right hand reaches up. Release that hand down, slide up the shin, bring the knee to the chest, bring your nose to your knee. And then release it with control. Now we're going to take it into a warrior two. So I'm going to recommend that you just kind of scoot your butt over so that you're kind of letting one cheek kind of hang off the end of your chair. That's just to give a little freedom of movement. And then we'll angle our hips so that we can work off the corner of the chair. And then for anybody who's doing from the YouTube at home, if your chair has arms, you'll just reposition yourself in a way that works good for you. Once you've got your way kind of angled at the corner of your chair, you're going to take your left leg, step it out nice and wide, And then you're going to start to rearrange that right leg so it can find a nice wide position. So take a second to adjust your butt, adjust your legs. So make sure that the chair is not digging into your flesh in any way that's uncomfortable. An angle of the hips, external rotation with that front leg. And then once you feel like you've found your legs, reach your arms out, extend them to shoulder height, and then find some nice energetic reach through the fingertips. We're going to gaze past the left hand, nice and strong. Focus your gaze for a moment here, just looking towards your thumb or your index finger. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. And now imagine you're pushing your feet into the floor. So legs are going to get a little bit active, a little bit strong. And we're going to take it through peaceful warrior to extended side angle, but we're going to take it in a fluid motion. So from peaceful warrior, drop the back hand, reach the front hand up, just go as far as feels good to you. And then release to side angle, elbow to the knee, and that top hand reaches, or back hand reaches up alongside your ear. Beautiful. Lift up peaceful warrior, drop the back hand, reach the front hand up. Release that elbow to knee, other hand extends up alongside your ear. Lovely. One more time here. Drop the back hand, reach that top hand up. Release elbow to knee, hand alongside the ear. Take one good breath. And then lift back up to your warrior two. Gaze past your front hand. Take a nice big breath. Beautiful. And then soften your arms, soften your legs, bring everything back to center, give your legs a little windshield wiper, swish your knees side to side. And then we're going to start to scooch the butt over to the other corner of your chair. So take a second to find that little scooch maneuver, angle yourself out so you find that corner, and then step your right leg out, externally rotated, slide your left leg out nice and long, or as far as your leg will go. And then once you've got your legs arranged and the chair feels comfortable underneath you, extend your arms out, shoulder height, gazing past that right hand or looking to the index finger or to the thumb. So focus your gaze here for a moment, nice and strong. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Beautiful. Now we're going to take it through that peaceful warrior to side angle. So drop the back hand, reach the front hand up. Keep those ribs lifting as you release elbow to knee, extending that back hand alongside your ear. Beautiful. Strong side body. Lift up, back to your peaceful warrior. Release and take it back to that side angle. Awesome. One more time through here. Lift up, find your peaceful warrior. Release to your side angle. Lift up to your warrior two position in this time. Step nice and strong into your feet. So legs are active. Draw that active energy up through the ribs, out through the fingertips, gaze forward, take one last breath. Beautiful. And then soften your arms, soften your knees, slide everything back to center, give your knees a little windshield wiper action. Nice. And then with your feet just nice and solid on the ground, about hip width distance apart, or just really whatever feels comfortable and solid. Make sure your butt feels solid underneath you. And now we're going to take the left arm, bring it across the body. But before you take your other hand and help it, we're going to pull that arm in as close and as tight as you can. So it's going to feel a little muscular. It's going to feel like you're really trying to use the muscles to make this happen. Once you feel like you can't go any further, now take the opposite hand, grab the back of the arm, gently draw it in, and then relax the arm that's across the body. Soften your shoulders, soften your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Holding onto that arm as you inhale, lift your chin up towards the sky. Exhale, tuck your chin down to your chest. 2 more cycles of breath here. Inhale, lift your chin up. Exhale to tuck down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck down. Lift your chin to a neutral position. Let that arm go. Let both hands rest for a moment. Close your eyes down. Take a nice deep breath and just notice how one side feels a little different than the other. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and we're going to take the other arm, reaching across. So think of this as an active reach. So we want to let the muscles do the work as you're trying to hug that arm in as tight as you can, but the arm is strong. So it's doing all the work for you. Once you feel like you just can't go any further with the muscles doing the work, now bring the other hand in, grab the back of the arm, Draw it into a tighter position if that feels available, and then soften. Beautiful. Once you found that softness, inhale, lift your chin up. Exhale, tuck your chin down. Inhale, lift your chin up. Exhale, tuck down. One more breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck down. Bring your head to a neutral position. Release your arm. Let both hands just rest on the thighs. Pause, take a breath, and just notice. Beautiful. And then open your eyes. We're going to toe heel the feet just to a slightly wider position. And then we're going to rotate the torso. So think rotating the torso while everything else stays stationary. So knees are facing forward, legs are nice and solid. So just rotate your torso towards your knee. Once you've got your heart pointing towards your knee, hands are just either going to be on the hips or on the shoulders. We kind of want the hands out of the way a little bit and let the torso do the work for us. So we're going to keep this upright, lifted spine position, feet anchored on the floor, and you're going to keep that long spine. Start to lean your chest towards your knee. Go just as far as you can control or until you feel a little compression in the belly or that hip crease. Keep reaching along through the crown of your head. Take one more breath. Beautiful. And then lift up with that same amount of control. Rotate your torso so it's facing towards the other knee. Keep the uplifted spine and then keep that leg solid on the ground. Lean your chest towards your knee. Keep your spine nice and long. Beautiful. Go to just the point where you feel that little compression in the hip. And then once you're there, lengthen through the crown of your head, strong through your back, lift yourself back up with control, come back to center. Lovely. And now we're going to step the feet out nice and long, but keep that wide position of your legs. Take a nice big breath, reach up and overhead, push into your heels, feel your butt on your chair. And now we're going to lift the heart, fold forward, just go to a depth that feels good to you. If you can touch the toes, cool. Maybe the shins, maybe the knees, maybe your hands rest just wherever feels good. But once you've found a position that feels sustainable to you, see if you can soften. Soften through the back of your body. Let your head hang nice and heavy. Take one more breath. And then we'll slowly come back up and out. So start to walk your hands up your shins, up your knees, up your thighs. And then we're going to step the feet into a slightly comfortable position. Give your knees a little windshield wiper action side to side, just to kind of feel out your hips and just bring a little fluid into the hips. And then we're going to pick up the left leg. So grab the knee, grab the heel, externally rotate, give it a little gentle rock side to side. Awesome. And then we're going to keep that external rotation, lift the leg just as close to the chest as your body allows. So don't go too extreme. Don't injure yourself. Just find a nice, happy sensation, a nice upward lift. Your arms are doing most of the heavy lifting and just see if you can relax. Relax your thigh, relax your inner thigh. Take one more breath. And then we're going to slowly and mindfully release. Set that foot down, give your knees a little swish. And then we're going to pick up the other leg. So we're going to grab the knee, grab the heel, externally rotate, give it a nice good rock side to side. Awesome. And then we're going to lift. So you're going to lift that leg closer to the chest. Just make sure that your knee feels safe and comfortable. Just lifting as high as feels good to you. Beautiful. Take one more breath. And then slowly and mindfully release that foot back down to the ground. Give your knees a little swish. Nice. And then scoot your butt back just a little bit so your butt is good and solid in the chair. And now we're going to come back to those side reaches, but with that strong sensation in the side body. See if you can reach your hand down. Can you touch the ground here? No worries if you can't, but go as close to the ground as you can with control. So we're controlling the going down and we control the coming up. So we're not just going to let our body flop to the ground, but we're going to keep it lifted, like we're lifting those ribs away from the thigh, that same idea or sensation. Take it over to the other side. And we're going to take one more time each side or just even yourself out. So we want to find that strength in the side body. Beautiful. And then as you come back up with the feet in that slightly wider position, we're going to take a gentle twist. So reach your hand just to the outside of the knee, and your other hand can find the back of the chair. With that lighter twisted position, we're going to take a cat cow here. So inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, arch your back. Exhale, round your back. Pull the belly button in, pull the ribs back. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin. Exhale and round. Beautiful. One more time here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to a neutral position. Keep your legs as they are. Rotate over to the other side. So that's that lighter twist, reaching across to the side of the knee. Hand comes behind you so you find the back of the chair. And then once you've got that lighter position, into that cat cow. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round your back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Take one more cycle of breath here. Beautiful. And then as you find a neutral spine, unwind, come back to center, walk your feet in so that they're about hip width distance apart. And now we're just going to give ourselves a hug. So inhale, open your arms nice and wide, lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Left hand is going to come on top of the right. Catch your shoulders, draw the shoulders down, pull the abdominal muscles in, round the upper back body, tuck your chin into your chest, take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Lift your head, lift your elbows, keep your elbows connected. We're going to bring it into a semi-eagle arm. So no need to wrap your hands, just the backs of the hands together will do the trick. And then you're going to push elbow down, elbow up. So we're going to push the elbows into each other. One pushing down, one pushing up. Just feel that little bit of strength. Hold that position, take one good breath. And then when you're ready, exhale, relax. Unwind your arms, open your chest, lift your chin, and then we're going to take it to the other side. So right hand's going to come on top. Give yourself a little hug, catch your shoulders. Shoulders down, abdominal muscles in. Pull the elbows down, tuck your chin into your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice slow breath out. Lift your head up to a neutral position. Lift your elbows up to a neutral position. We're going to keep the elbows together, backs of the hands together. So that semi-eagle arm position. Top elbow pushes down, bottom elbow pushes up. So we're pushing the elbows into each other to find that strength in our arms. Push up and down, take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release. Unwind your arms, give your shoulders a little shrug, soften everything up. And then we're going to just take a little head movement before we find our way to our seated Shavasana. So drop your left ear over to your left shoulder, make some organic movement here. So just kind of as you drop the ear to the shoulder, just kind of wiggle stuff around because we did a lot of work in the shoulders and the chest. So just kind of feel around, see if there's any little bit of movement that just kind of brings you back to that nice fluid, soft feeling. And then when you feel ready, roll your chin across your chest, take the ear over to the other shoulder. And then from here, find a little organic movement. Just gently move your head around. Notice if you've picked up any tension or find some places that just want that little extra bit of gentle movement. And then once you feel like you've kind of moved it around a little bit, roll your chin back down to your chest. Stay there, make a couple little figure eights with your nose. Awesome. And then lift your head to a neutral position. Scoot your butt back just a little bit. We're going to keep the upright spine, but now we're going to draw little 1-inch circles in the air with the nose. So the head turns in a small, gentle, mindful way. So it's not a big movement. We're not moving the head in that full range of motion. Small, little tiny movement, like you're drawing a little 1-inch circle in the air with your nose. Once you've got that movement pattern down, see if it feels comfortable to close your eyes down. Keeping that small, gentle circle going. Soften your jaw. Soften your cheekbones. Invite a little softness into your hands and your shoulders. And then if it feels good to do so, reverse directions. Keeping your eyes closed if you can, but if you need to open your eyes, do what feels best. Take 1 or 2 more circles around. And then when you're ready, let your head come to stillness. Scoot your butt all the way back. Let your back find the back of the chair, and then give your body a moment to settle back in, finding a soft position with the body. So feet in a nice, soft and neutral place, legs soft and heavy in your seat, butt soft and heavy in your chair. Allow the back of your chair to support you. And then as you start to find that kind of soft settling in sensation, allow your awareness to come back down to your feet. Just notice the bottoms of your feet. Invite some softness into your toes, heaviness into your heels. Allow that soft heaviness to find its way to your calves and your shins. See if you can soften the muscles around your knees. Allow your thighs to be soft. So let those thigh muscles just spread in your chair. Don't worry about what your thighs look like. Just let them be soft and heavy and super relaxed in your seat. Let go of any tension you're holding in your butt or your hips. Relax your abdominal muscles. No need to suck it in. No need to hold that belly in. Just let your belly be nice and soft. Soften your ribs. Soften your chest. Soften your shoulders. Soft and heavy in your arms and your hands. Start to bring your awareness back into your body. Invite just a little gentle movement into the fingers and the toes. Just you're starting to wake up just a little bit. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe roll your fingers in and out or scrunch up the bottoms of your feet. And then let your feet and your hands come to a light bit of stillness. And we're going to bring our awareness up to our nose and our face, keeping your eyes closed if you can. That way you're not worrying about what you look like. But think of that old show Bewitched with Tabitha, and she used to just wiggle her nose. So start by just kind of wiggling your nose around, maybe as if you had a little itch on your nose that you were trying to reach without using your hands. So start by just kind of mushing your nose around, and then take that into your cheeks. So kind of move your cheeks a little bit, move your jaw a little bit, move your lips a little bit, just kind of mush your face around a little bit, and then maybe raise your eyebrows up and down a little bit. And then just find just like a little organic movement of the face. And then once you feel like you've kind of woken your face up, now lift your back away from your chair, sit up nice and tall, eyes closed if you can, walk your butt forward in your seat so your butt is centered, feet are flat on the ground. Great. Once you've found your way here, take an inhale, lift your chin up to the sky, but stay there. Just feel that gentle stretch through the front of the neck and the throat. Nice. And then on your next exhale, just bring your head to a neutral position. So we're going to keep that neutral position. And then we're going to take 3 tucks of the chin backwards, like you're making a double chin. So tuck your chin back, hold that back position. So it's a little bit of a down and back position, and then release. Pull the chin back, make that little double chin, hold, and then release. And then just do that one more time. Pull the chin back just slightly, and then release. Nice. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, eyes closed if you can. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Breathe in love and gratitude for yourself, for your mind, for your body, and for all of your hard work. And breathe in a little extra love and gratitude that you can carry with you through the rest of your day and share with everyone you see. And when you feel ready, gently lift up through the top of your head, gently open your eyes. I bow to you. Happy Wednesday.